The dish Elizabeth Andrea is cooking is so traditional there isn't even an English word for it. She's making an African dessert for the celebration of the first Independence Day of South Sudan, the place she fled 14 years ago. Andrea came to Canada with her husband and 5 children, but the life she began here was not what she had imagined.
This is a land where there is opportunities and you can get a chance of what we didn't get in our country. And when you come here, yes, you find there is a peace, there is safety. On the other hand, there is the standard life of Canadian is very high, and we can fit in it.
Like many immigrants, Andrea found it difficult to learn English, find a decent job, and raise her children at the same time. One of Andrea's sons ended up dropping out of school.
2 jobs with 5 kids is really hard. You focus for work to provide the need of the family, and meanwhile the children have their own issues too.
There are agencies and services to help newcomers like Andrea, but a new study that interviewed 100 African immigrants shows not many immigrants actually know about these service agencies. The author of the report wanted to find out why.
I knew that there were good intentions. There are programs that are designed to help immigrants. But again, I wasn't really sure whether immigrants are getting the advantage of the program created for them.
For example, when immigrants arrive, they get a 5-day crash course into Canadian life. But Garang says it's clear they need far more time to be taught about what's available to them. He also learned that many immigrants run into problems raising their kids.
Especially one of the things that the women put up front was that when they come here, they have kids, and they are also, wanting to work. And one of their challenges is that finding a daycare, and the ESN classes that are designed for them take a lot of time.
Garang hopes his study will heighten awareness about the problems new Canadians are having and ultimately improve the orientation programming.
I know that the challenge that we have as Africans are also, common in the city. So talking to the people, talking to the right people, letting them know the problem and the challenges and the solutions suggested by the people that are affected, and also give awareness to these social organizations so that they do more by letting them know that, you have services, you have good intention, but hey, you are not reaching out to the people that you want to help.
The Welcome Place is one of the many Winnipeg agencies working to help immigrants settle in. The settlement services manager there says the key issues in Garang's study are not new to him.
A lot of the sharing happens between service agencies, and we're hoping that service agencies that are in contact with newcomers would feed that information, but maybe we're not doing enough to feed into the networks that newcomers might access in other ways, and maybe we need to think about that.
The study shows that even learning the basics of Canadian living, such as using our currency, opening a bank account, finding a place to live, and picking schools, is an overwhelming amount of information to absorb in a newcomer's first 5 days in the country.
You're living on even less than what most Canadians at the lowest levels would be living for a significant period of time right at the beginning, right at the outset of your arrival here. So it's a pretty tough go for people. They're all very thankful to be here, but we're really giving people a very lousy first stab at trying to become established here.
The report also pointed out that nearly 100% of the participants found Winnipeggers to embrace diversity and show kindness towards the African newcomers. However, while Winnipeggers embrace diversity, the African immigrants who are educated and professionals found it nearly impossible to break into their field. For Shaw TV, I'm Alison Hall.